This here is what I wanted to see from FUT Birthday. I wanted to see a bunch of cards like this. The retro items that have been given a nice boost. Biabiany in previous FIFAs was a bit of a legend. Like, he never had like amazing shooting or passing, but he had like 96 pace, and that just made him like iconic in the game, because back then it was literally all about the pace. I actually had this guy in my predictions for FUT Birthday because I was hoping he would get in. Sadly, he didn't quite make the FUT Birthday promo, but he is featuring as a flashback, which I'm pretty happy with, to be honest. Now, this guy now currently plays in the Serie B, I think it is, so he's not going to be the easiest player to get into teams in terms of leagues, but luckily he plays for a popular nation, which will make him easy to get into sides. Today, we're going to complete the SBCs and try this item out. What you need to get this guy is an 84 rated squad with a French player and an 85 rated squad with 75 chem, and the packs you get back aren't anything special. I think this SBC will come to around 130, 140k, I think that's about right. So yeah, let's get this card in the club and let's see what this item has to offer. So for the 85 rated squad, this is what we will be submitting. It's just a full La Liga side, as I had a bunch of these guys untradeable. That Ramos, by the way, is untradeable. Don't worry, I'm not crazy. I'm not just randomly submitting a tradable Ramos, but I'm happy to submit that. And for that one, we get a prime players pack. It's not actually a proper prime players pack, it's a prime mixed players pack. And for the French team, this is what we will be submitting: a near full Premier League team with a couple of high rated players from outside leagues to help boost the rating up. And for completing that, we get a small prime gold players pack. And now that is done, we have the FIFA 13/14 legend coming into the team. Well, before we move on, we do have a couple of packs to open, so hopefully these end up being profitable. Pack number one is going to be something, not boards, well, no, is board, sorry, but not a walkout. I'm not actually sure who that is. Is it Hamsik? Am I crazy? No, it's Ilicic. That's the player I was thinking of. And then in the second pack, we are given, wow. Yeah, I really hope your guys' packs are better than mine. Like, I don't actually think they could be much worse. That is a horrific pack. Okay, so let's welcome Biabiany into the squad. This is the team we're going to be using in game. He's going to be partnering Mbappe and Saint-Maximin in the front line. And yeah, let's see how we get on with this card. The first thing we're going to discuss though is going to be the chem style, which I'll be honest, I think I'm just going to end up using Deadeye because that looks like the perfect one for this guy, but let's double check anyway. So here we are over on futbin. Basic chem style actually gives him a nice boost. Look at them ratings, not bad for an 87 overall in my opinion. Sniper definitely could help him out because, let's be honest, his composure isn't great, so I think Sniper is a good option. But I feel like Deadeye might be the most popular one for this guy, since it gives him a pretty good passing and shooting boost. So in my opinion, the choice for this card is between Sniper and Deadeye, because yeah, you don't need to touch his pace. It's pretty much maxed out. Like, EA, seriously, why don't you just give him 99/99? Like, what's the point in this? You give him 99 pace, so both of these should be 99, but whatever. So anyway, like I say, we've got the choice of Sniper and Deadeye, and I'm thinking we go for Sniper just to give him the composure boost, but I can understand why people would go for Deadeye. Well, apparently the most popular chem style on futbin right now is Shadow, which is definitely a wind-up. Sniper Chem now applied. Let's have a look at this card. Unfortunately, he didn't receive a skill move or weak foot upgrade like some of the other FUT Birthday items did, but still some interesting attributes on this card. Obviously, really good pace. That's obviously always going to be a big pro on these Biabiany items. He's got some pretty nice shooting stats there. 93 shot power is pretty good, as is 88 finishing, which will be boosted to 99 with the Sniper Chem style. 96 attack position is also very good, and you combine that with the high-low work rates, this guy should make some really nice runs. When it comes to passing, good crossing of 88, decent short passing of 84, but pretty poor long passing of 66. The dribbling column is pretty nice, to be honest. 99 agility is awesome, 96 balance is great, 91 ball control, and 93 in-game dribbling, very nice attributes. 80 reactions isn't amazing, and nor is 78 composure, but hopefully in-game they aren't too bad. Hopefully that Sniper Chem boost will help out a bit in those areas. Finally, physically, how is he looking? Decent combination of strength and aggression for a pacey winger. Not amazing, but decent, and okay stamina of 85. Overall, I think the card looks pretty good. Doesn't look amazing, but it looks like it could be an effective item later on into games. Maybe this card could have some pretty good use as a super sub against tied defenders late in matches. I don't know, I guess we'll find out after we've played with him. So let's get into FUT Champs and let's see if we can do some damage with this item. On debut, Flashback Biabiany is up against a bunch of icons. He is going to be facing icon Roberto Carlos and Road to the Final Konate down that right edge. Del Piero looks for the run of Biabiany, who's going to try and get in behind Van Dijk here, but Van Dijk obviously a bit too strong for our Frenchman. Bakayoko down the wing, finds Biabiany, who gets on his bike, trying to get down here, showing his pace. Ball inside to Kante, who's not the player I really wanted to be shooting with, but it's not a bad effort from the defensive mid. Biabiany picks up the ball in his own half. We're just gonna run with him. Let's just feel the pace. Like, surely he should be absolutely burning Vidal there. Let's get past Roberto Carlos. Biabiany to come inside. Gonna try and put the ball through for Mbappe, and it's not a bad ball either. Can Mbappe not quite get on the end of it, unfortunately. And there's half time. At the break, it is all square at 1 goal apiece. Going to be absolute scenes in the second half as we put Biabiany into the striker position. He's going to swap with Mbappe. Del Piero finds him, gets round. Can we get the shot across goal? We can, but that was a tough angle. Alright, we've got an opportunity from the corner here. We're going to go short. Going to find Biabiany. Going to get inside the box. We're going to shoot across goal. Nice bit of play here. Biabiany with a chance. Oh, just unfortunately couldn't finish. Oh, but he has there. Oh wow, has he just won us the game with that? A left-footed, freestyle weak foot finesse into the far side past Van der Sar. What a weird finish that was. But if that's the match-winning goal, we will of course take it. Let's watch this again. Look at this finish. What a weird way to shoot. And there is full time. We do get ourselves the win thanks to a very late goal from Biabiany. Now I have to say, his amount of involvement in the game did not feel great at all. But at the right moment, he popped up and got a goal. So happy overall, but the performance wasn't brilliant. But obviously feeling good about the late match-winning goal. We had a lot of defending to do in that match. It was a very tight game. The scoreline shows it. Come up against this, it's a very nice team. And yeah, he's got Inform Ben Yedder, who will no doubt score in this match because I always concede when I match up against him. Nice player from Mbappe. He puts Biabiany through, who doesn't have too many options in the box. What we're going to do, we're going to try and find an option and almost actually score ourselves. Mbappe. Biabiany finds Mbappe, who eventually gets the shot away, but there wasn't too much chance of that one going in, I don't think. He's got to do it. Let's see what happens. Hey, control he has. Oh, what is going on? Control that. I don't care that I'm sprinting there. Yes, I was holding sprint, but there is no way an 87 rated player like this should be miscontrolling that. Sadly, at the break, we are 2-1 down. We've had chances, we just haven't taken them, and that's why we're trailing. Chance, Del Piero threads the ball through for Biabiany, who's just knocked off with ease by Varane, but he's done well to win it back. Puts it across the box, and eventually Kante does not score. Annoyingly, that pass did not go anywhere near the area I wanted it to. Kante finds Biabiany, who scores. Finally, he gets on the end of a move and scores. It's about damn time, Biabiany. So full time's come round, and unfortunately we couldn't get the win, and I'm feeling a bit angry right now because my opponent was celebrating like a dick and was time wasting. So yeah, this pretty much sums up the game, the amount of saves the goalkeepers made. The hay was awful for me. Anyway, didn't get the job done, but Biabiany did get on the score sheet twice, so that's good for him, but his overall performance just really wasn't that great. He was very wasteful, not just in terms of his shooting ability, but just in general, just with the ball. Okay then, so after, what was it, we played 5 games with this guy. What are my thoughts on this card? As you can see by the rating I've given, this is the probably most negative review I have done in quite some time, and that's mainly because I've reviewed a lot of good players recently, so that definitely has to be taken into consideration. But yeah, this card was really disappointing, and that's a shame because I was actually quite excited for this card. I like these kind of flashbacks that are like proper flashbacks to old FIFAs, but yeah, this card just really wasn't that good in game, and we're going to come on to the price momentarily, but I can tell you right now that price is just way too much for this item. But let's break things down and talk about this card. First of all, his pace. He is quick, but he does not feel like he has 99 pace. In game, he wasn't breaking away as much as I expected him to, and you probably saw that in some of the footage. When it comes to shooting, I liked his shot power, I thought that was good, and I also thought his finishing was to a decent standard as well. But due to his composure not being that great, he's only really good when shooting when not under pressure. When he's under pressure when shooting, it's a different story. He's not that effective, so something to bear in mind there. Positionally, he was okay, didn't react to situations as quickly as I would have liked, didn't make the right runs at times, which was a bit frustrating. Occasionally he did, but it wasn't a consistent thing, and that's a shame. When it comes to passing, it's pretty much what the stats suggest, to be honest. The short passing was okay, but the through balls were just not great at all, which is not ideal. I actually thought his crossing was quite good though, so a bit of a positive there, I guess. Now we come on to this guy's dribbling, which I have to say was very disappointing, I feel. Now, this is another area where I don't want to say it's bad because I don't believe it's awful, but it's not as good as the stats suggested. This guy didn't feel like he had 99 agility, he didn't feel like he had 91 ball control, and yeah, he just wasn't that easy to maneuver, which is such a shame. It really, really is. Maybe it's just me having a bad time on FIFA, but honestly, I just couldn't get to go with this guy. I just couldn't get him working how I wanted him to. All my other players were absolutely fine, so I do feel like it's a Biabiany thing rather than me and my team thing, but yeah, I guess we'll see. If you guys have tried this guy out, I would love to hear your feedback in the comment section down below. Finally, physically, how is this guy? Stamina wasn't an issue, to be honest. Happy with that, and when I was running with him quite regularly. His strength and aggression, though, was pretty much as the stats did indeed suggest. He'll do alright against average fullbacks, but against like the top tier ones, they probably will knock him off the ball. Overall then, unfortunately, I've got to give this guy a pretty average rating, to be honest, because that's how I felt he was in game. He didn't perform as well as an 87 rated card should, in my opinion, so I've got to give him quite a meh rating. So let's talk about that price now, shall we? Is this guy worth 140k? No, like he's just not. That is a disgusting price for this card, to be honest. There are so many better wingers in the game, in my opinion. Futbin Lozano is a good example. I saw the Penfest tweet that out. But if I'm being honest, I would just pick up normal Ousmane Dembele. I feel like non-inform 84 rated Dembele is a better item than this Biabiany card in FIFA 20 Ultimate Team. That card's just so much more effective in game. I feel like its dribbling's better, it's got the 5-star weak foot, and its passing is definitely a lot better. So yeah, unfortunately, unless you have a bunch of cards and you just want to get the card in your club for, you know, the retro sake, I would probably avoid this card because yeah, it is not worth that price tag, unfortunately. So guys, those are my thoughts on the 99 pace, 87 rated Biabiany. I'm absolutely gutted it's not a great card because I wanted it to be, but there we go. If you've enjoyed the video, please do leave a like rating on it. In the comments, let me know your thoughts on this item. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.